Pennygarn Community Primary School is situated in what would traditionally have been a family's first community, so it's an area of significant deprivation. We hover around 62% of our children receive free school meals, lots of vulnerable groups within our school community, and I suppose the journey that we've been on is re-engaging with our community following COVID. Clear non-negotiables, clear expectations that the children need to be in school on time, ready for learning, and that they're happy and they're safe and they're secure within their environment. Last year we encouraged our parents and motivated our parents to come in to send the children to school as a way of providing the children with safety. A lot of our families have very challenging home situations, and when the children are in school they're safe and they're secure and they tend to be happy, as I've just stated. But also with the explosion of the cost of living crisis, we also said when these children are in school they're fed and they're warm, and we encouraged our parents to come in as well so we could feed them and we could keep them warm as well, and they didn't have to worry about it. So we sort of slid in the attendance by using the cost of living. Our community has become highly supportive of the school, and you know, we've been very, very lucky that we've seen a rise in our attendance. We currently have no children on modified days, and recent Eston reports stated that our children are feeling safe and secure and happy within school, so we're very proud of our community. So in Pennygarn we fund a family engagement officer, and she works very closely and targets specific families to work with them for a range of reasons, and including that of attendance. Examples of this are cooking on a budget, literacy and numeracy classes. She organises and distributes our food parcels that go out weekly, and she attends joint meetings as well. So myself and Hannah meet with families and meet with parents, and then our family engagement officer joins us alongside and offers that helping hand. So any referrals that need to be made then to resilient families, to for financial support, or even to Families First or social services to try and help and to support as best we can. Absolutely.
You know, we're very fortunate here that in terms of funding, grants are used effectively, and the focus is always around the vulnerable groupings and school attendance, because we all know that if children are in school, that's the best and the safe place for them, and they are going to achieve the outcomes and reach their potential. So Pennygarn School have a full-time play worker, and she forms very much part of a wellbeing team and a whole school approach to improving school attendance and pupil engagement.
The impact very much is that we now have clear whole school strategies with regards to attendance, that everybody is singing from the same hymn sheet, that we work in conjunction with our families, that we've built positive relationships with them. Our families seek out help and advice and support, which is something we're very, very proud of. It's in the subtle things that we do, the meet and greets on the gate, the fact that there's SLT out on the gate more often than not. We're able to troubleshoot. It's all about the open door policy for us, and you know, the clue's in the title, isn't it? It's Pennygarn Community Primary School, so we pride ourselves on being very much a community.
Absolutely. I think, you know, the key partnership working with communities, with the services that sit within the community in close proximity to the school, and alongside school being visible and approachable, that is really key. You know, families do feel able to come into school for help and support, and we signpost effectively. You know, it's all about nurturing of the pupils and the families to make sure that they can support the children effectively at home.
All of the things that we've put into place since COVID have been to impact obviously on attendance, to make sure the gap between our free school meals and our non-free school meals children are closely aligned, which we're very, very proud of. I believe there's only 1% gap difference at the moment. Our attendance currently is the highest that it's been, even pre-COVID. Again, something that we're proud of as well. And again, we go back to, it's not just the big things that we do in meeting with the parents, it's in the subtle and the gentle things that we do, in the nurture and the support that we offer. And like you mentioned earlier, it's about signposting to agencies that can help, and you know, recognising that we're not the answer to everything, but if you come and ask for help, that we're here and we'll point point you in the right direction.
Yes, absolutely. You know, the support that school offer is far and above, really, and you can see the impact of that then on the attendance. You know we have to have parents on side to make the difference, and it can be evidence that, especially within the last 2 years since COVID, that has been a key driver for us. That's been the focus, to ensure that families do feel supported. Absolutely. And obviously where necessary then, the more punitive proactive approach from the Education Welfare Service features when we can't achieve that. So, you know, it's very much hand-in-hand support, but we want to make sure that parents see the impact and know the consequences for their children should they not attend school.
Within Torfaen, we've employed a number of strategies to support schools. For example, we've introduced a termly attendance forum. It's been very well supported by schools. The LA, the local authority, will update, for example, with new reports from Estin about improving attendance in schools. We also have schools who do presentations, for example, around working with hard-to-reach families, bridging the gap. We've had Not In Miss Out campaign presenting there, the communications team, encouraging schools and helping schools to reach out to those families through a measure of strategies.
We've updated our internal processes, so in line with the Not In Miss Out campaign. Here in Torfaen, we embed a Strive for 95 campaign many years ago, which we've updated since for Strive campaign more recently, and that supports schools to embed effective strategies at school level action to address any concerns, but we work very closely with schools. We visit schools regularly. We undertake register checks on a weekly basis. We carry out welfare checks on behalf of the school alongside the family and liaison officers. Where there are hard to reach families in the community, we go to them, which has proven to be very effective in terms of parent engagement going forward.
Yeah, and I think key to all of this is we rewrote policies, guidance, looked at our procedures in line with Belonging, Engaging, Participating, which was released by the Welsh Government in October 2023. And at the heart of that is really community engagement and going out there to reach to those families. So, for example, whereas before, once families are referred to the EWS, we would go into school and do more of the same, really, and then we changed it around and we thought, no, we'll actually go into families' territory because they're most comfortable there and we'll get more from it. So we go out to the homes for that initial visit. It's small tweaks like that which have made a huge difference. We've also written a punctuality improvement pathway so that schools can take a graduated approach to improving lateness as well, working alongside the EWS, and that's another key driver.
Pennygarn are an example of how these strategies have worked on the ground at school level action, and the work of the Education Welfare Service will continue to support the school in any way that it can to improve attendance further.
And I really do feel that Pennygarn are a blueprint for success in closing the gap and bringing the attendance of free school meals, non-free school mealers together. And I know Pennygarn are very much open to working with any schools who would like to see how they have achieved this.